It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. They begin with a run by Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Not the best of starts here offensively. You're back home. You lost a couple games in a row, and here's an early 3 and out to start things off.
And I think they were counting on being at home and having the home crowd carry them along a little bit to help things get better. But the bottom line is you don't get the crowd involved until you play better. They've got to create some first downs, some big plays, things of that nature to make sure that the crowd is right there with them.
51 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
2nd and short now following the fumble.
Now here's the option play going left. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Here we go.
But 1st down, Hurts.
It's complete to Brown, right side. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
And the Giants are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very 1st quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They've probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Mariota.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
The Giants had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he comes back with one complete.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mariota.
Throw left side, complete to Tony.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Barkley, inside handoff. And some space here. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 12-yard line.
67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mariota now. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Howard.
And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Barkley again.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. From the gun, it's Hurts. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'd be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
He's going to air one out.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
A first down carry for Barkley. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 86 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota.
He's got Bellinger.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, Mariota. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove, because any guy's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
His throw incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
They go play action with Hurts.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Looking to throw. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
I'm not sure that that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll drop to throw.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Saquon Barkley running right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside.
Barkley hit and the ball pops free.
And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
open man has got her, the tight end.
Finding room at midfield. And out across midfield down to the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
19 tight.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And the pressure gets to him again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing this second-half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
162 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense.
Brian Dable reaching for that challenge flag, and he's going to have the officials review this call. So that review working out well for Brian Dable. He wins that challenge.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
To throw is Mariota.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Mariota. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
$13 yards, the tally on the return there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Aaron Robinson.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Gano the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's got a man, complete.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there for Philly. 44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown!
Devontae Smith.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On play action, Mariota. Open man is Howard, the tight end. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
coming up on 2nd and 7.
They go play action. Mariota. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. A handoff to Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Barkley off tackle left, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. In motion right is Robinson. Now Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range. Gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Into the hands of Sanders. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They will look for some important yardage on third down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Philadelphia, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.